This is sum number 7, chapter number 12. E is any point on side DC of parallelogram ABCD. Produced AE meets produced BC at the point F, join D and F. Let's prove that triangle ADF and triangle equal to triangle ABE. Second point is not needed. I think first question of this proof is very important. Second is not important as the first one. So therefore here we have to find the area of triangle ADF equal to triangle ABE. Now we have to draw the diagram here. Okay, E is any point on the side DC, means it's not the midpoint, so therefore I can take here is the E. This is E. Now produced AE and meets produced BC at F, so therefore it should be like this one. Picture should be like this one. So this is point E, this is point F. Join DF means this one. So this is the diagram. We have to prove that triangle ADF equal to triangle ABE. So ABE means we have to join B and E also. This is the point E. Now triangle ADF, this triangle ADF and ABCD parallelogram, same base AD, ABCD parallelogram, this parallelogram ABCD and this triangle ADF, like the diagram like this one. So this triangle and this parallelogram, same base AD and same parallels, AD and BF. So therefore we know if any triangle and any parallelogram are on the same base and are on the same parallels, therefore the area of the triangle is always half of the area of the parallelogram. So therefore area of triangle ADF equal to half area of ABCD parallelogram. This is equation number 1. Now triangle ABE and ABCD parallelogram both are on the same base. Now if we diagram is like this one, this is the triangle ABE and this is ABCD parallelogram, both are on the same base. This one, this is the same base AB and this is the same parallels AB and CD, well on same base AB and same parallels AB and DC. So therefore we can say that area of triangle ABE equal to half of area of ABCD parallelogram. This is equation number 2. Now you see area of triangle ADF and area of triangle ABE both are the area of half of area of ABCD parallelogram. So therefore area of triangle ADF equal to area of triangle ABE. This is sum number 8. It's a big chapter, you see, sum 20. So we have to do minimum 10 to 11 sum here. So today we have to do this sum number 8. Two triangles ABC and ABD with equal area and stand on the opposite side of AB. Let's prove that AB bisects CD. So we have to draw the diagram here. So this is the diagram. From the question we know ABC triangle and ABD triangle both are equal in area and both the triangles are opposite side of the AB. So this is triangle ABC is in the north side of AB and triangle ABD is in the south side of the AB. Now we have to draw something here. We have to draw, first of all, here we have to draw a straight line is drawn through the point A which is parallel to this AB. We have to draw this AB. So we have to draw a parallel line. Draw a parallel line of AB through C which join extended AD at X. Means this AD and one more thing, we have to prove that AB bisects CD. So we have to join CD here. Now we have to join CBX. This is the alternate diagram. So what we do? We do first of all, this is triangle ABC and this is triangle ABD. Both are ABC and ABD. Both are same or equal area and they are opposite sides. We draw from C a parallel to AB and we extended AD at this point, we joins this parallel at X and we joined BX. So therefore joined B and X. So now proof. First of all, ABC, this triangle, and ABX, these two triangles, ABC, triangle ABC and triangle ABX, both are on the same base, both same base AB and same parallels, AB and CX. You see that if this is the diagram, this ABC triangle and ABX triangle both are at same base AB and both are on the same parallels AB and CX. So therefore triangle area of triangle ABC equal to area of triangle ABX. So therefore we can say that triangle ABC equal to of triangle ABX equal to of triangle ABD. Previously from the question we know that triangle ABC and triangle ABD both are same area, equal area, and here we have to prove that triangle ABC equal to triangle ABX. So therefore we can say that these three triangles are equal to each other. So therefore we can say that triangle ABX and triangle ABD are equal area. So now you see ABX, this triangle, and ABD, this triangle, both are equal area. So therefore AB is the median and D and A is the midpoint. We know that in a triangle, if AD is the median, so therefore this median can bisect this triangle into two equal halves and this is the midpoint. So therefore here A is the midpoint. Now in triangle CDX, A is midpoint, A is midpoint of XD and A, suppose this name is O, AO parallel to CX. All of you look at this very carefully. If this is D, this is C, this is X, this is the midpoint A, and if these two are parallels, from the converse midpoint theorem we can say that in a triangle, if this is the midpoint, a midpoint of XD, and from this midpoint if we draw a straight line which is parallel to the third side CX, so therefore this is the midpoint. So O is the midpoint of CD in bracket converse midpoint theorem, converse midpoint theorem, converse midpoint theorem. So therefore therefore we can say that if this is the midpoint, so therefore we can say that CD and AB both are bisect to each other. AB bisects CD. Very, very important sum. I will discuss once more here. ABC, this is triangle. ABD, these are triangle, both are in the same base AB and the opposite direction, and both are equal in area. First of all, we have to draw from C, we have to draw a parallel line which is the parallel AB. So this is the parallel line, and which cuts at the point X where AD extended here, which joins these parallel lines. So now after that BX join, and after that we say that triangle ABC and triangle ABX both are in the same base AB and same parallels, therefore these two areas are equal. And from the previously we say that ABC and ABD both are equal in area, therefore ABX and ABD both are same area. So therefore if these are both the same area, so therefore BA is the median and A is the midpoint. So if A is the midpoint, now we have to consider XCD triangle where A is the midpoint and AO is a parallel to CX. So therefore O is the midpoint of CX by converse midpoint theorem. So therefore we can say that CD and AB bisects each other.